Right, usual check. Yeah, we're good to go. Right, just a bit of a heads on time for change. Yeah, I'll admit it was the old, as I suspected it would, because it happens all the time. The heat-based nausea was starting up just after I'd eaten, but I think that may have been just because I haven't eaten much today, and it was my system just going, "You've eaten? What's going on?" sort of thing. But we'll see how it goes. Like, I'm on a 1 to 10 scale that I use. I'm currently on a 2 for the nausea level. 2 is just more like, it made me a bit gassy, maybe, but it's not bad that I can't, work through it type of thing. And if I play the game and it takes my mind off of it, I'll probably be all right. Well, something I'm going to have to finish like pretty much bang on 8:30 tonight, maybe even a little bit early, depends how it goes. It's when it starts getting up to the higher levels, or it's been sustained for a long period of time, that's when it starts getting difficult to sort of like just power through it. Like, it's the worst thing about it is, honestly, the best thing for me to do is to eat, because it helps to absorb all the stomach acids and all the other gubbins that's going on. But when the nausea kicks in, I find it very difficult to eat. It's like, yay, body. But I think ironically, I think the antihistamines are helping slightly as well, because they're what's the word I'm looking for? They are chilling my system out a little bit. Not by much, but it helps. Like making my arms itch and things like that. Right, okay, so plan for today is, assuming I can make it all the way through, is to try and sort out that quest. It does look like there is a bug with that particular quest. So what I might have to do is cancel the quest and then redo it. There's not a definite thing that will have to happen. Ooh, things have changed there. I need to sort that out 1 second. Like, why is that over there? That should be there. There we go. Right. So yeah, there may be things, but we'll see how it goes. All right. Because it's just one of those weird quests that sometimes things that have. Oh, there she is. Excellent.
I won't just stand here and watch our people die. Get General Gautier to give the order. My axe thirsts to taste werewolf blood.
Well, I'm here with you, Shazza. I like the armor. The order is given. Stay back to camp.
Ah, you sweet-tongued devil. That's what I like to hear.
Oh, you. Stop flirting.
The werewolves pay.
Yes, ma'am.
Lion Guard, hold your ground.
So yeah, I was reading up on it that the bug of that quest is that occasionally she gets killed by the NPCs, by like these wolves, and the way to reset it is just to either log out or for like 10 minutes or so, and it kind of like resets the world, or at least the world should be reset by that point. Like here, for example, if she had fully died without somebody here to rescue her, the world basically needs to reset, sort of thing. It's one of those weird early glitches that the game has, because this is like the base game and base game areas, and it doesn't happen all the time. So it's not like you can say like you do these exact circumstances to replicate it, but it's happened enough times that people know how to sort of work around it. There we go. Go away. Basically, we're protecting her. But I'll say protecting her. We're just, and this is a lot of werewolves. Nice. You gone? All right. Okay, so let them attack her first. That's it. She tanks. We blast them. I think we've got to take out a big chunk of these werewolves. I don't think we've got to do all of them. And I've got no problem with that. We're basically just following her lead anyway. Oops, excuse me.
Let's finish this.
Yeah, that's the downside to the nausea right now. I am very gassy. So I apologise, especially in the burp department. I may be burping quite a bit, for which I apologise in advance. Still, it's better up than down, as my dad used to say. Took me way too long to understand what he meant by that as a kid.
We made it. Get in there and find General Mondin. I'll signal the others to move in.
Okay. Yeah. Hello.
You do not want to cross me.
That orc lady out there, she's very nice. Can we keep adventuring with her? I quite like her. No? Okay. That's what they need to do, because they're bringing in companions and things like we've got Ember and stuff like that. We need an orc, beefy warrior woman companion. We need someone like that on our travels. Hell, give us a male orc as well, so everyone's happy. Right, everything I'm doing today as well is I have learnt my lesson as well. I've been a good boy. I have a water spray bottle, which is basically that. And what I've been doing today as well, I've been occasionally, I'm not going to do it right now because it's quite a loud fan, is spraying it into the path of my fan, and it basically helps to mist and, cool the room as like a really cheap, what do they call it, cheap and cheerful air conditioning, basically. Because we can't really properly have, that's a lie. Buildings in the UK, for the most part, are not designed with air conditioning in mind. Now, it's not to say we can't have it in the UK, but for the costs involved and having to replace the windows and everything else like that, setting up the proper systems, it is, for many people, prohibitively expensive.
I got my nickname because these cursed werewolves. How in oblivion did you get in here?
General Gautier's troops are right behind me. We cleared a path for them.
Gautier's retaken the camp?
Yes.
You must have led quite a charge. Tell him I have almost a full company of soldiers in here.
Very nice.
We're ready to fight.
Excellent, that's what I love to hear. Yeah, I mean I mentioned yesterday, buildings in the UK are very much designed to have the heat trapped within them, because we have bricks and all that stuff, which is great in the winter, but it sucks in the summer. Plus our heat over here tends to be a little bit more humid than other places. Although I've got a couple of friends who live in Portugal, and they've been sort of joking about can we swap our weathers, because over there they've got what for them is a cool summer. It's early 2021, 22 sort of, and it's yes, please, can we swap? I mean, granted, because obviously they're closer to the equator as well, when they get a really hot summer, they get a really hot summer. But again, their buildings are more designed to accommodate that, and their humidity is, for the most part, slightly lower. But when it does hit high humidity over there, it is ridiculously unpleasant. So it's it sucks for everybody, really. And again, to this day, I honestly I do struggle to decide whether or not I would go with. I know something I've got to do. I need to dump all my gear into the bank.
May I be of service?
Yes, I have stuff for you, sir. There you go. Ooh, soul gems. How much space have I got in the bank? I've got 150 slots. That's not bad. That's actually pretty good. That's actually, since they added the thing that allowed you to have a furnishing store, a furnishing chest in one of your homes, it's cleared out so much room from my bank. It was really good. So 1 second. Again, there's the fans on my computer over getting a bit hot because I've got everything running. So I just have to keep an eye on that because, like I say, I do not want them to overheat as well. So that's getting quite... Hang on a second. So just adjusting my fan. Be with me a second. Just trying to get in that sweet spot so it covers both me and the computer. There you go. That should do. Right. Okay. Oh, there we go. Right. Okay. Let's continue.
The camp is ours again. I've never seen anyone fight like you. It was inspirational. Did you reach General Mandin?
Yes, she said her contingent is intact and ready to fight.
Good. Now for our battle plan. We need to take and hold the city courtyard, just inside the main gate. And we could use your help.
Well, I do know how to defeat Fao Chu.
Very well, spit it out. What's your theory on how to kill an unbeatable foe? Perhaps it will be better than the last half-dozen ideas I heard today.
Well, surprisingly enough, it's fire. It makes Fao Chu vulnerable to other attacks.
Intriguing. At least that makes more sense than throwing salt on the despicable creature. Well, perhaps we'll get a chance to put your theory to the test. In the meantime, can I count on your continued assistance?
Of course. What do you need me to do? Well, I say me and Ember to do.
We can't hold the courtyard unless someone locks the inner gate. That'll keep werewolf reinforcements from reaching us. I need you to get into the northwest tower and lock that gate.
I'll consider that gate locked. So again, I just wanted to check something. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there you go. Good. Yeah, because I think I mentioned before how the fan on this thing basically revved up a little bit too quickly one day and kind of came off its bearings, I think it was, and almost broke the entire computer. So you can understand why I'm a little bit paranoid when I hear them revving up a little bit. But to be fair, it is quite warm, so I'm not mega worried. Nice. But it's enough that I had to sort of keep a mental ear on it. Let's see. There's no loot, nothing of interest there. Stranger's just right there, but never mind. Oh, it's the only way in. That's an interesting location for gate control, but you know what? I suppose if it works for them. I've got the wrong way. I need to go the Oh, no, it's going to be between. Okay. Yep.
We made it in, thanks to you. With the gate locked, we should be able to hold this position.
Where are the Lion Guard soldiers?
You're looking at them. We're all that's left.
Oh dear.
We can hold this position, but we don't have enough troops remaining to make a full assault on the city.
Do you actually have a plan?
We're bringing in more troops, but that will take time. Until then, we hold this position. We never would have gotten this far without your help.
Oh, thank you.
We sent word to Aldcroft for reinforcements. I'll take anything they can send my way. Now, if I could only reach my son.
Your son?
My son Darian serves as captain of the Camlorn Guard. We've heard that there's still a contingent of guards operating within Camlorn, and Darian is among them. If we could reach them, our chances of reaching the city improve dramatically.
So yeah, just again, I'm getting so freaking paranoid, but I need to keep an eye on things.
Darian carries the master key to the city gates. With that key, we can open both the central and eastern gates at the same time. That would allow us to attack the werewolves from 2 directions.
Smart plan. I'll find your son. Nice.
Good to see that you're still alive. If we retake Camlorn today, it will be because of you. But keep your wits about
Excuse
you.
me.
It's not over yet.
No, you're right, we still have a lot to do.
If Darian's still alive, his friend Alanon will be with him. Alanon can be difficult to deal with, but he's the best alchemist I know. He's working on a way to cure the victims of Falchu's lycanthropy.
Is he close to completing the cure?
With a few final ingredients, yes. My aides have gathered most of what he needs. Bring him these items, along with some fresh blood from Falchu's werewolves. Then, Alanon should be able to finish his cure.
Right, let's go find the alchemist. Right, Ember, we need to kill some werewolves. Here's one. Honestly, I think I've said it before, but I'm really liking the subclassing system. Like, again, I can see how some people will get a bit worried that it would cause, you know, problems, but for the semi-casual player like myself, this is great because you can. I mean, I don't ever intend to ever do things like, you know, trials or something like that. That's just a little bit too out of my skill range. That's perfectly fine. You know, it's just extra stuff, extra loot, and some, you know, quest lines, bits and pieces. You don't mega miss out on things. And to be honest, a lot of people have said that the trials are like raids and things like that. You don't need to do them. I mean, maybe I think probably the upper limit will be for me will be some of the vet dungeons, or even just the basic ones. Again, I'm a semi-casual player. I do not, whilst I do, you know, even though technically me doing this, because I am technically playing this professionally, I would not consider myself a pro level or an expert level player at all. Yeah, I've been playing this game on and off for, well, basically since it came out, give or take a few months, and I have not really come close to, you know, doing some of the other things. This has just been a, sorry, I'm bringing the poke upstairs. This has just been for me a casual, fun game. I've just been playing it for quite a while now, so I suppose to some people it would seem like I'm an expert, but I'm not. I'm really not. Now, I'm not putting myself down before anyone thinks about that. I'm being realistic about things. Some people can go real sort of, you know, neck deep in games and become experts and learn it inside and out. Others just play it because they enjoy it. I'm in that category.
What brings you to our pleasant little city? The war? The blood? The thrice damned werewolves?
All of the above. Well, the Lion Guard holds the courtyard that your father sent me to find you.
That's the first good news I've heard today. But if you're here to take me to my father, you can get that thought right out of your head. There are beautiful women in Camlorn that still need to be rescued.
Dude, seriously, think with the primary brain, not the secondary brain. General Gautier sent me to achieve your master key.
In all seriousness, I'm not doing anything before we find a safe refuge for the civilians hiding in the surrounding buildings.
Fair enough.
The inn nearby
Your heart's in the right place. Even if the...
supplies. There's just one catch.
What's the catch?
The inn's locked up tight and the innkeeper was killed trying to reach us. Get the key from the body and enter the inn. Then shine a signal light.
Okay.
I'll rally the civilians and get them to safety. We'll talk about my key after that.
Okie dokie. So I get he's a bit of a playboy type character, but, you know, he's like, yeah, but, you know, we've got to protect the civilians. So, you know, I'll give him, I'll let him have his little quirk. Excuse me, are you the alchemist?
Are you injured? No? Then stop bothering me.
Well, I have the ingredients for your werewolf cure.
Now don't ask me to guarantee that this antidote will work. Falchu's spawn are unusually resilient.
Those are some serious sideburns you've got going on there, sir. But can you make a cure?
In a church? Certainly not. But I could do it at the inn. That's Darian's plan, to get us to the inn. Then we'll see about crafting an antidote for this terrible affliction.
Okay. So we've got sort of like Dr. McCoy here. we've got basically Captain Kirk. If you think about it, yeah, their personalities are, you know, yeah, he ultimately wants to look after people, but he's not afraid to get a little bit of loving on the way. We have the grumpy doctor, who is concerned for his patients. We need a Spock. Who can be the Spock? We need we do. We need a Spock now to complete the triumvirate. Come on. Excellent. You annoy me. Oh, that was a nice little roll. I'm trying to get into the habit of using all 5 of my skills, so my muscle memory, which is very much used to playing on my other character with the different bars, is used to basically, you know, playing things properly. And again, light the candle in the inn, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. So apparently I can use these boxes to jump over the wall. Right, all right. I wonder what sends me over here. Fudgesicles. Jumping puzzles. My minor nemesis. Oh, oh. Yay! We did it! I thought that was a good shortcut, rather than go all the way around. Right. So again, I'm just going to make an adjustment to the graphics a little bit. It's normally like the shadows and stuff like that can cause shadow quality. Let's turn shadow down to medium. Reflections, turn that down to medium. Also, to be fair, I have had this because I've been working other bits and pieces. I have had this computer on all day, so you know it's warm in the evenings and it's been working all day. So I'm not surprised the fan's revving up, and I've got OBS running and I've got this running. So again, I've got to find that sort of sweet spot between things. But like I say, I've got the fan assisting. Now I cleaned out the vents of it this morning as well, just to be on the safe side. But it's still warm. Actually, what is the temperature in here at the moment? In here, it's about. I think it's difficult to see because the light's shining on the thermostat, but it looks like it's about 27 at the moment. So yeah, a bit warm. Yeah, bit on the warm side. Okay, so let's just close that down well. That's right here, so yeah. Okay, that is getting really loud. To the point I'm actually a bit concerned about it. I'm going to give it another couple of minutes, but if it carries on at this level, I'm going to have to end the stream very early because that is worry. I'm going to be quiet for a second. Tell me if you can hear it. Yeah, that is worryingly loud. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to pause things for the moment because I'm feeling better now that I've had something to eat and the nausea settled down. But yeah, because I'm trying to sort of adjust it so it's. Hang on. can hear it over my headphones. And if I can hear it over my headphones, that's loud. I mean, granted, the microphone is positioned in such a way so it should be picking up me and not like the surrounding stuff, which is great. It's basically what it's supposed to be doing. But the downside is that, you know, if I want to like adjust it so that you can hear like the entire room, like if I was doing like a conference or something, then I'd have to adjust the settings on the mic. I don't want to start messing around with that now. But yeah, it is very loud. So yeah, I'm gonna stop for early, mainly because I don't want fans a little maybe they mask out your audio some. Very possible. Thing is, normally when I'm working on this machine, like doing stuff during the day, whatever it is, even with the headphones on, I normally can't hear the fans. So I'm going to give it a couple of minutes. Like, sort of do a quest. Turn the yeah, I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes, and if it doesn't sort of calm down a little bit, then I will pause things and end it. Because, like I say, irony, I'm feeling fine. Seriously, I'm actually starting to feel pretty good now. Back to my normal self because of the what do you call it? The nausea's basically just cleared out. So having something to eat earlier has actually helped it. But yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. Again, it could just be the
behind his bluster, he's a better
the graphic settings, because it only seems to happen when I'm playing this.
Not saying much.
So I just suddenly thought what I could do. I'm not gonna do it. There we go. Okay, it's calmed down now. Yeah, it's back to its normal. I'm not revving up. I'm panicking mode. So that's good. That's good to know. I've turned the column fan onto both like sort of the computer and myself, and I think turning the graphics settings there. What I'll probably do is then I'll still probably end things a little bit early tonight, but not because of me, but because I can do some tech troubleshooting before I have to take my evening medication, and that will zonk me out. So don't be at all surprised if when I log on tomorrow the graphics might be of a lower quality. Unfortunately, it's one of those things I would much rather have a lower quality. I'd rather it be smooth. But at the moment, like I say, at the moment things seem to have calmed down. So I'm not going to jinx it. I'm going to give it another couple of minutes or so, and I'll make the judgment call from there. Yeah. Is the cue ready?
What do you think I've been doing here? Making soup?
Yes.
Here it is. Go beat up on some werewolves until they're weakened, then douse them with this.
Okay.
If the cure works, they'll revert to human form. Then send them back here.
Noted. Right. Damn.
And here we are at the inn, all safe and sound, more or less. We saw the light and followed you inside.
Now, about your master key.
Not quite yet. We need weapons and armor to help protect these civilians. There are caches of Camlorn guard supplies hidden around the city. Gather some, and we can arm more people.
Okay. So just to sort of give people an idea of the settings I'm using at the moment, it would be the video stuff. So I think what it might be, I might turn this option off to none. Because obviously the Nvidia thing, obviously the graphics card is processing like 3 things at once. In effect, it's doing the rendering for OBS because it's got a chip in it that's designed to do exactly this kind of thing. There's obviously the game itself plus the anti-aliasing thing. So what I might do, I'm not gonna do it now, but what I'm doing is I might turn this anti-aliasing off and then tweak the other settings until I get that sort of sweet spot of looking good without making my machine panic. Now that's the downside to only having one unit, is that say for example, if I had like a two system setup, which some streamers do use, you can have one that's basically does all of the rendering for the stream, and one that plays the game, whichever game it is you might be playing. So in effect, you've got basically sort of like a double like Jaeger system going on, two pilots taking the same load and working together. Makes for a smoother output, and you can generally then have like your stream running at like higher resolution or better options and things like that. Plus the game itself can be run at a higher spec because you've got literally two computers handling two different jobs rather than one handling two jobs. The downside is it's a little bit more fiddly to set. I say a little bit more fiddly. It's a bit more expensive, and it's a little bit more fiddly to set up because you have to have obviously both computers on at the same time, which can be impractical. I literally do not have the space to set up a second computer here, unfortunately. Otherwise, this is exactly what I would have done. I mean, if I had the room, I have my old computer, which would have been absolutely perfect to use as the streaming rig, and to have the one I'm using now as the gaming rig. Like I say, it also introduces another potential point of failure. So let's say for example I've got it set up like that. If the streaming computer went up the spout, I couldn't stream. So, but then again, of course, the way I've got it set up is all eggs in one basket. So if one thing goes, I can't do anything. So you have to, again, I can very much understand why people have two computers set up for it, but I just literally do not have the room to do so. Very annoying, but can't be helped. Alright, so we got this one. Now, in an ideal world, I would basically I'm going to have to send them away again, aren't I? Yes. Which are too powerful. Right. Yeah, in an ideal world, I would have a setup designed, the room, everything else. Oh, we've got Citizen Snips joining us. Okay. There's a wolfy boy. Oh, you were a werewolf. You seem to be cured, so great success. I'm going to do shit.
I have to get out of here. Get somewhere safe.
Yeah, it's got a cooldown. There we go.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it's definitely sounding a lot more what's I'm looking for? A lot more healthier now. We don't get.
Everyone's dead. Everyone.
Okay, let's check something. There we go. Ah, same here. I'm not going to see it. There it is. Let's bring our fellow Khajiit back. Come back, Ember. Hello. Yeah. Honestly, you're too dang powerful at the moment. You know what? That's it. Go on. That's it. Obliterate them. Treat yourself. Whew. Okay, I just want to try something for a moment. I've got a second fan on my desk, but I don't like having it on because it is quite loud. I'm going to put it on low, and if you can tell me if you can hear it or not. But it's going to be it's fairly loudish compared to the other one because it's like a rotary fan, so sometimes it can vibrate the desk just a smidgen. So I'm just going to leave it on for a few seconds. But sometimes people can like hear it. It can be quite. Well, OBS picks up on it, so that's what I want to be double check. So I leave it running for a second or two. Whilst that's doing, I'm having a little quick drinky, keep myself hydrated. You can hear it. Okay, now it's one of those sort of things that if you hear that, then it's got really hot, and I've had to put the second fan on. I don't like having that one on too much because it can make the desk vibrate a little bit, and I can feel it, and it's indeed. So noise level is not a major problem. That thumbs up there. Yeah. So it's not a problem, but it's like when my hands on the desk and I'm typing, I can just feel the vibrations in the desk, and it's just like, oh, I don't like that.
Ah, the lovely clank of armor. Well done. When we get out of here, the first drink's on me. Now, I have some good news and some bad news.
Of course you do.
The good news is I do indeed have the master key to the city gates. The bad news is your thrilling exploits have attracted Falchu's attention.
I thought you said it was going to be bad news. We want to kill this mofo.
The cure. Did it work?
Dude, it worked brilliantly.
The real pity is I can't make more doses until we're out of here. Still, you were able to rescue a few of our citizens. Thanks.
You're welcome. Seriously, that's some good stuff. Let's check something. Right, okay, how are we doing on this one? So yeah, I need to use that more to level it up. That's just more sort of a passive one. I need to get that. I'm going to get that until it gets to level 50. Basically, once this gets to level 50, and this one gets to level 50, by that point I probably will be in terms of class 50 myself, but that will be the point I will probably do my respec. You know, go through, clear out the skills, get everything done, get the passives I want, stuff like that. And I'll probably, if I don't have enough to have them on, like say, this and that, I will probably just have them from private bits and pieces. But at the moment, you know...
You certainly know how to make an impression.
Yeah, at the moment things are going right.
You were too successful, my friend. And now Falchu is, pardon the pun, howling mad.
Oh ho ho. Oh, never mind that. We need to unlock the gates for the Lion Guard.
A bold plan, especially for my father. If we time it right, it should work. But that doesn't change the fact that Falchu is hunting for us.
Oh, it's hunting for you as well. Well, that is a big cool. What do you suggest?
Take one of these newly armed townsfolk with you. Have the civilian light the fires in the towers to signal my father. I'll take the rest of the civilians and my guards and unlock the gates.
You want me to protect a civilian?
Oh no, you have something much more important to do. Once the fires are lit, you confront Falchu. Keep him busy long enough for our troops to take the city. I'll send aid as soon as I can.
So you expect me to, well, I'll say us, to take on Falchu by ourselves?
Now, don't be modest. You've more than proven yourself. Destiny beckons and you must answer its call. Say, that sounded rather good. I should write this stuff down.
You do know we need fire to defeat Falchu.
Oh, we can give you fire. At least we can once the Lion Guard archers arrive. Keep Falchu busy long enough, and you'll get all the fire you need.
Oh, I like the sound of that. So it's nice to see Honda successfully launched a reusable rocket system to... Wow, I didn't even know Honda were working on a rocket launch system. That's pretty good. Yeah. To be fair, SpaceX have very little to do with... Oh,
Them, kill them, bring me their bones.
oh, what a lovely fellow. SpaceX has very little to do with that individual these days. You know, he put his name to it, sort of thing. But although I think he's like still technically part. Oh yes, but by all means, definitely. I love seeing rocket launches. Like the NASA launches and things like that. Those things are those are really good. But yeah, for the most part, he's not that as much involved as people think he is. Now don't get me wrong, he is involved, and he's like, I believe, still, you know, what's what I'm looking for? Still has like his thumb in the pie, but he's. The annoying thing is, SpaceX, the company, has done some good stuff. However, the person who's in charge of it right now, or is heavily involved in it, is basically a complete and utter gimp. Who deserves to be deported. Which I suppose is the same. What's it? Deal with many companies. You can get. Oh, that's a cool little lightning storm. Can't deny that.
I lit the signal fire. Let's move on.
Third. Okay, the fan is revving up a little bit. Yeah, that's how. Not as bad as it was. So yeah, I probably will end things a little bit early tonight, just so I can do some like troubleshooting, or at least not troubleshooting. That's the wrong type of word. It's not because it's not necessarily a problem. It's more of a, I just need to find the right level of stuff.
Keep watch. I won't be long.
Alright, get you. That's what I remember.
I lit the signal fire. Let's move on.
See. Yeah, I think if I get like a bonus to damage if I get around their side, so. If I attack from the flank, basically, I'll get a damage bonus. So if I just sort of keep circling around them. There you go. Right, where is it? Are they at this tower? Right, there you go.
I won't be long.
Oh, you little shit. How dare you knock me over? That's very rude. Alright. Let's go and defeat Falchu. Defeat the werewolf. The werewolf. Beach bow of flame. Very nice. Okay, yeah, that's getting really, really loud again. Yeah, I'm going to call it. That's getting worryingly loud. I'm going to deal with this quest, and then I'm going to then I'm going to log out and try and sort that out, because that is worryingly loud. And so you probably can't hear it, but I can, and I can hear it over my headphones, which is, that's the sort of benchmark I'm using. If I can hear it with the music playing and everything else going on. I said I'll give it a few minutes, so...
I did your bidding. The city is mine now.
You are still my creature, slave.
Dare challenge me?
Yeah, of course I dare challenge you.
Feel my wrath.
Oh, what? You got some fire. I can't deny I did that. Was that it? Oh, no. Ooh, that was just like, yeah. By the way, he wasn't that. Now it stopped. Okay, now it stops. Let me just see. Is it when I go out? Is it when I go to the outside zones? Let me just check. Because inside. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna change that setting now, so I can make some. Where is it? So yeah, let's turn off the anti-aliasing for now. Like I say, this is probably. Let's see how that goes. I mean, that's still acceptable, isn't it? I mean, it's a little bit lower quality, but not by a major amount. Yeah. Okay, yes, obviously that one has to change. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, I mean, there are subtle differences, but obviously I'm closer to the screen as well, and you always lose a little bit of quality when you go from the game to a stream or a YouTube video or something like that. So that's one of the reasons why I say to always try and do it like a little bit above what you need, because then when it necessarily drops down, you know, anybody watching it is not going to lose anything. But if you do it up to like, if we say that the threshold is like there, and you do it to there, and it drops down to that, you're not going to notice anything. But if you set it to that level, and then, you know, the streaming shenanigans kicks in, it's going to drop to there. But to me, it's very, very subtle. Like, if I'd have loaded this game up and the setting had changed, like the anti-aliasing setting on, I would not have noticed. It's only because I was expecting it to change and I had just changed it myself that I would notice. And I imagine there's probably some people out there who'll be looking at it and going, yeah, I can see the differences, but that's acceptable.
You did it. You killed Falcon.
But my fan is still running a bit loud, so I am still going to say sort of log out for a little bit, and after this one.
Friend, but you turned the tide.
It's just because like, it's getting quite loud, so
Showed us the way to victory.
I'll see if there's any other settings I can change. Like maybe I can do something like OBS or something like that, you know, and stuff like that. Why would it say, you know, sort of not just take out one thing, though, look at the whole package, because it's, you know, see, it's having to do a lot of work, so I'm having to. No, I don't think it's just a game. I think it's just little settings and things in there. So why are they so interested in Camdon?
My son may know more than me on that matter. My only guess is that they sought to break the Lion Guard, divide our forces and destroy us. If not for your intervention, they very well may have succeeded.
There's trouble in other places.
Yes, throughout Glenumbra, the Lion Guard is spread thin. And without King Casimir's full support, I'm not sure if we'll be able to deal with it all.
Yeah, I really...
If I had a few more like you, we might just have a chance.
Yeah, I'm properly looking. I mean, you can kind of see a little bit on like some of the edges, like where's the sharp edges, like there, and occasionally like on the armor edges, and there's a little bit of... Yeah, it's very, very subtle. And it's only because I'm really actively looking out for the stuff. Like, I know that's his face there, but if you look, like looking on the edge there, how it just looks a little bit off, and like along that bit there on his pauldron, again, just very slightly off compared to before. But that's acceptable. That's very acceptable.
We rebuild. Of course, we still need to deal.
You can kind of see it there as well.
But tomorrow is another day, and we should relish this victory. Well, don't let me keep you. We both have things to do, and you should speak with my son.
Okay. Right. Now, where is... Oops, sorry, Darren.
I didn't know Gloria was involved in all this. She does make wading through werewolves look pretty good, though, don't you think?
Exactly, yeah.
I can get together later.
You wouldn't notice it if I hadn't pointed it out.
Quiet corner where we can compare notes.
Obviously, because I'm closer to the screen and I'm seeing it in a slightly higher resolution. Again, if you look like on the hair, again, it's subtle, but yeah, I need to do like some tweaking to not only just Elder Scrolls Online, but also to OBS and my system in general. It wouldn't at all surprise me with the whole stuff with, you know, how they've been updating things recently. It wouldn't surprise me if that's causing issues at some point as well. So I'm gonna like I say, I'm just gonna just do some tweaking. So save your entourage, Captain. Your father has sent me to speak to you.
I wanted to thank you personally. We might have been able to retake Camlorn eventually, but it wouldn't have been quick, and it certainly wouldn't have been pretty. You saved lives, and that's not something I'll soon forget.
What do we do now?
I'm resigning from the Camlorn Guard. They need builders now, not soldiers. Besides, that Angoff thing is still out there. Someone has to go deal with that. Unless, of course, you'd care to tempt me with a drink before I start my heroic journey.
I don't think so, Darian. You're not my type.
A pity. I would have enjoyed sharing a drink with you. Oh well.
Okay, at least he takes the rejection well. I'll give him that.
Slipped in on my watch. I need to make sure that never happens again.
Well, it's time for us to move on.
First one to reach Angoff buys the first bottle of wine. But in all sincerity, thanks for helping us. You really are an inspiration, and I should know, seeing as I'm pretty inspirational myself.
See, although I'm not a great fan of that sort of type of personality of people, I have no problems when it's like they take the rejection. You know, you say to them, "Sorry, I'm not interested." They're like, "All right, fair enough, cool." And like, see, to certain types of individuals out there, and it's mostly males, that's how you handle rejection. Accept it and carry on.
Still hanging around, eh? Don't suppose you're reconsidering that drink? Ah, never mind. We both have things we need to do.
Speaking of Angoff, do you have any idea where he is?
I had a drink with him earlier today. Discussed our favorite foods, our love lives, his plans for world domination, that sort of thing. No, I have no idea where Angoff is.
Wow. For some of them angry. So, where are you going to start looking?
A squad of Lion Guard soldiers headed north to track him down. There's been no word from them, but who knows what was lost in all this werewolf nonsense.
Again,
That's as good a
very slightly on the edge of the shields.
Maybe they found something.
Yeah, it's basically where you see the sharp edges. That's where you tend to notice them more. But I'll look for them. Okay. So, like I say, that is where I'm gonna make it. So this is the fight we're on, taking the fight to the enemy. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna end things for tonight. Just like I say, just because I need to do some text setting. If it's as warm as it is tomorrow, like I said, there is a chance I may just have to go. You know what? I've not been able to sort issues out, and I don't want to sort of like just do like a half-hour stream and then have things heat up again. So I'm gonna say that over the next, I mean, honestly, the Friday watch-alongs are basically quite passive. It's literally just me having the chat window open and what I'm watching on another window. It's really, really, simple and passive, whereas this is a little bit more active. So yeah, I'm gonna say goodnight now, and I'm going to do some text tweaking, I suppose would be a way to call it. So it's a bit of a short one, but I've got to look out for my rig as well as myself. So I shall say good night. Good night.